This is the second video in the series, and there's going to be a lot more videos on this series about different life topics, different reflections I have, so that I can share my insights and learnings in real time. And sometimes I'll be asking you guys questions, and we can all learn together, grow together, and share life together. Not everything's just about learning and growing, like my daughter will remind me. So some things are about having fun, enjoying, and really soaking in the vibe. There'll be no vlogs on the series. It is, after all, called Real Talk. But let's say, for example, I go to like a little theme park and it's like dirt cheap, the cheapest one on planet Earth. I might talk about that on Real Talk, because that's Real Talk. And you guys get to enjoy that and find out something amazing too. And if I find something amazing that amazes me, I'm going to share it here. If I find something amazing for you, I'm going to share it here, keeping in mind that some of my audience is past clients, some might be future clients, and some are friends, some are followers, some are my teachers and coaches, and professional contacts from different parts of the world, industries, people I've interviewed, people who might interview me in the future, so on and so forth. I just find this the most organic format. That's what I'm trying to say. And I was restricting myself for a long time. So if there's a lesson from this I want to share with you guys, is whatever you're doing, stop restricting yourself. I'm thinking about my friend Shaurya right now. I don't know why he's popping into my head. I think he's going to watch this reel. Psychically, I'm just called to think about it that way. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But I was going to give an example of a music producer and say, you know, if you're creating music, for example, don't force yourself to fit into a kind of mold, right? And also don't force yourself the opposite way. So if you say like, oh, I shouldn't fit into a mold, so I should be creative. Now you sit on something for 25 days and trying to force it to be creative, when really all you needed to do was just make a pop dance track because you felt like dancing. Hey, you're kind of constricting yourself as well. No matter how creative or cool the new track comes out, it's a kind of constriction. Now sometimes constriction and discipline can be really, really good for us, obviously, but sometimes it can just stifle the spirit. So even though it's good and you force yourself to create good products, which is good for the audience, eventually you might end up feeling like shit 20 days later and wonder why you're depressed. So you have to strike that balance as a creator. I see a poster nearby that says, this changes everything. I'm sure it does, because now I'm just gonna speak my mind and nobody can stop me. So what you force yourself to do for the benefit of the audience can lead to you being very depressed and sort of unfulfilled. So we have to strike that balance as creators, as teachers, as coaches, as artists, as whoever, day jobs, whatever. You know, it doesn't really matter. The fact is that we're all souls living out in these human bodies. And we have to, at some point, strike a balance between what's inside and what's outside. You go too much in either direction, I find it leads to all kinds of shit for your being, which is not very good for you. If you focus too much on the other party in a relationship, for example, and not yourself, after a while you're gonna be like, what about me? You know, you focus too much on you, and your actions are not gonna serve anybody else necessarily if you're focusing on you in the wrong ways. And then you might just get left behind on earth, in the sense you won't earn anything, you'll have no friends, you'll have no family, you'll have nothing, right? So it is very, very important to strike a balance and focus on ourselves as well. So that's what I'm doing with this topic, with this series, Real Talk. Not necessarily focusing on myself, but focusing on how my soul wants to express itself. And somewhere in there, I trust that the audience, which is you guys, will resonate with what I'm doing in this format, rather than a more constricted format, which may not feel natural to me. So when I'm going in my natural flow and state, I feel like others with similar natural flows and states, or just audiences, might really resonate with that, and even just start to understand what I'm saying in this video better than perhaps a video where I'm sitting down at a desk and looking all serious, and they might like miss the message. They might look at other stupid shit instead of my face, which is trying so hard to give you the message here. They might, in those types of videos, be looking at, oh, I wonder what mic he's using. I wonder what color that wall is behind him. Sage green, interesting. What is that? Is this Nippon, or is this IKEA, or is it some high-end designer from Paris painting the wall? You know what I'm saying? So let's focus on ourselves a little bit, friends. Let's keep things real. And I hope you enjoy this series, Real Talk. Take it easy. This is Zephyr, and bye-bye.